Hey folks, welcome to a special early Thursday happy hour edition of Last Call. We're going to count down the top 3 power trio going into this weekend. Jonah Friedman here with armchair analyst Matt Doyle. And Matt, we will start with the lone MLS game of the weekend. Is Seattle facing Chivas USA?
The last time these two teams met, it was 6-2 Seattle at Chivas. It was not that close, especially in the second half. There's no reason to think that Seattle won't really steamroll a Chivas team that's struggled mightily over the past few weeks. 18 goals conceded in their last 5 games. Dan Kennedy stood on his head basically through the entire year, and now that he's just been ordinary, Chivas has been really, really bad. Seattle, on the other hand, they do have a couple of injury concerns. Mauro Rosales, Eddie Johnson might not play, but they have Slimane Sammy Ochoa, who's the best goals per minute man in MLS. They have Steve Zakuani, who showed he still has that old spring in his step last week. They have Christian Tiffert. They have Freddie Montero. They're just spoiled. They have so much, and this is their game in hand. This is their game in hand in San Jose. They win this, they're still 6 points back. If they don't win this, their Shield hopes are over.
And you can catch that one on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. It is on MLS Live.
Number 2 on our list, we're getting back into World Cup qualifying, and Canada hosts Panama.
The Canadians can feel it. They can get there. They can taste it. They've never gotten this close to the hexagonal in 14 years, and they've got 4 points through 2 games. One of those, a really good, heroic 0-0 draw against Honduras in the last game. Now they're facing the Panamanians, a team that they know very well. This is pretty much the same team they faced in the Gold Cup last summer, and they don't remember that one very well. They had a 1-0 lead going into stoppage time. Panama equalized. They went through. The Canadians were out. The problem for the Canadians is they still have that same problem. They cannot score goals. They've got 1 goal in these 2 games, and that was against Cuba in Cuba. And this is a tough Panamanian side that is very tough to break down. They maintain their shape, so that's going to be their challenge. The good news is that Dwayne De Rosario, Patrice Bernier, Nick Ledgerwood, Atiba Hutchinson, even Simeon Jackson, all in very good goal-scoring form for their club teams, and they're going to need that because these are 2 huge, huge games against the Panamanians. For Panama, Blas Perez might be healthy. He's probably going to play for these guys. They need him. It's going to be a good one.
And you think it's lights out for Canada if they don't get a win here?
It's not lights out, but 4 points in these 2 games would be huge.
All right, that one will be 7:30 p.m. on Friday night on Sportsnet up in Canada.
Number 1 on our list, it is true, the U.S. have never lost to Jamaica, but it is also true they have never beaten Jamaica in a game that matters. Is that going to change?
No, no. The U.S. under Klinsmann, when they go out on the road, they go out to rope-a-dope. They play really defensive, and you know what? You can't really argue with it too much because if you draw on the road and you win at home, then you qualify for the next round, and it's as good a plan as any. Fans may not like it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but you can't argue with the results. And I think the U.S. will play for a 0-0 draw. Jamaica, on the other hand, they will play for 6 points. They want 3 points on Friday, and they want another 3 points in the U.S. on Tuesday. They need to get it because they've already lost a result. They drew 0-0 at Antigua and Barbuda, and they have to assume that both Guatemala and the U.S. will get full honors out of that game.
9 MLS players on this Jamaica squad. Who are you looking at to make a difference for them?
Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson has to be big in this game. He has to finish his chances. He'll get a couple, and he has to be clinical with them. Now, Toronto FC fans are probably nodding their heads a little bit, but he has it in him. The other guy is Darren Maddox, who we may see one of those Poochie style, I must go now, my people need me, leaps over a defender.
Doyle with the Simpsons reference.
Oh, yeah. But there's no more freakish athlete in this game than Maddox, and for the last 10 minutes of any game, that can make a huge difference.
Round 1 with the Reggae Boys. Don't miss it. That is on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. It is on the brand new beIN Sports Network. There will be a live chat on MLSsoccer.com. That's all we got, but it's going to be a big weekend. Make sure you check back on Monday. Enjoy the games.